say, however you decide to celebrate.
Tread lightly, people.
National Retro Day. Wuhan and Fauci are trending this morning. That hasn't happened in months and months, but it's because the new intelligence report from the U.S. Energy Department concluded with, quote, low confidence that the COVID-19 pandemic likely originated from a laboratory leak in Wuhan, China, which a lot of people will say, oh, yeah, we knew that.
Thought we were already aware of that.
Yeah, I guess people are reacting to that now. And a lot of people are going, see, I told you so. And then a lot of people said, no, that's what we already said anyway. So it didn't come from, doesn't look like it came from that wet market like originally was thought by many. Gene Simmons is heading to the Abbey Road studio in England, and he's inviting fans to join him. So all you got to do is pay $5,995, and you can go to this studio and record a Kiss song with him. So $6,000. There's a guy that knows that his fans are willing to shell out ridiculous sums of money to make him richer.
Yeah, you get other things too. You get some other memorabilia from his collection and all that, and then he will autograph 2 personal items for you.
Really?
Yeah.
Anything you want?
Yeah, 2 things.
Just 2.
Right. Well, you got to have limits somewhere. Don't be bringing, 100 things from your house up here for me to sign. I'll do 2.
Okay. $6,000. I mean, you got to be a member of the Kiss Army, right?
Yeah, pretty cool though. I would think if you get to double up there because you get to record where the Beatles recorded, at Abbey Road, and then you also get to record with Gene Simmons. It's not my thing.
Yeah.
But I think it would be cool for somebody who wanted to do that.
In what capacity is this quote not?
That's
your
what
thing?
I was thinking. Like you love Kiss.
Yeah, the coolest part of it is recording in Abbey Road. I don't know that I'd be that big on doing the recording with the Gene Simmons thing. Being in Abbey Road would be amazing. Just to
Isn't
go
Kiss
visit.
your favorite?
Absolutely. But the whole recording with Gene Simmons thing, that's cool. That'd be fun. I mean, it'd be fine to have.
You fronting right now.
I'm not.
Are you front?
Yeah, you fronting.
He is. Today's National Pokemon Day. So I'm not sure what you're supposed to do on Pokemon Day, but it is the top trending topic.
Wouldn't you go hunt Pokemons?
I guess so. Like out in the wild, you go find a Pokemon.
Take out your Pokemon cards.
You have a Pokemon battle.
Take somebody else's Pokemon cards.
Rob, is that still a thing?
Push them into a locker.
Yeah, right.
I don't do much Pokemon anymore, but it is still going pretty strong. Pokemon Go still doing its thing.
Okay.
In U.S. America or just in Japan?
U.S. America.
Okay.
Yeah.
How long has it been since you hunted Pokemons?
Oh, it's been years.
Okay.
But remember, he never went outside and looked for them.
That's right. I forgot.
Yeah, if he happened to find one at like an Arby's, he would get it. Right? Wasn't it at like fast food place?
Yeah, I was at a restaurant in downtown Belmont, and I was like, "Oh, this is a Pokestop. I'll play while I'm here," and that was it.
Yeah.
You're right. I forgot. Rob's not going to get outside to go track down the Pokemons.
Right.
Love that. So we don't cancel people around here, but one woman has been threatened to be canceled because of her stance on going to her aunt's wedding. Crazy story. Share it coming up next.
The Ace and TJ Show. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
Hey, it's Ace, and today in history, the world lost a great man, a friend to everyone, who always made it a beautiful day. We'll give you the details next.
Who is advertising with the Ace and TJ Show?
We are so excited to be a part of the Ace and TJ family, long time listeners, and delighted to have our business now a part of the family.
The Ace and TJ Show is radio, podcasts, video, social media, streaming, live appearances, and more. Get your company on before it's too late. AceTJ at acetj.com or acetjmedia.com.
This year, make the most of winter in Gaston County. Yes, it's winter and the days are shorter and it's tempting to hibernate, but there are all sorts of ways to have fun, both indoors and out right now in Gaston County. Outdoors, there's fast and dry snowless sledding at the chutes at Crowder Springs, ice skating and more at the Whitewater Center, and it is the perfect time for a great winter hike in Gaston County. If you want to stay indoors, you can check out the Shield Planetarium and Museum. Plus, you can always root for the home team at Belmont Abbey or Gaston College, play the slots at Catawba Two Kings Casino, and as always, Great shopping is abundant all over Gaston County. Indoors or out, the winter is a great time to make some memories with your family in Gaston County. Get details now and see all of the incredible opportunities to have a great time this winter that are happening in Gaston County at acetj.com/Gaston. That's acetj.com/Gaston. This winter, make some great memories in Gaston County.
Hello, if you are a business owner, we know what it's like to be in business. From HR to accounting, we know the struggles, and we're here to help you with insurance so we can take one thing off your plate.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
It was 20 years ago today, February 27th, 2003. The world lost a wonderful man, a friend to all children, when Mr. Rogers passed away at the age of 74 from stomach cancer. Mr. Rogers, famous for Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, produced over 900 episodes spanning 31 years on PBS. And it was always a beautiful day in the neighborhood. That's Today in History.
You're watching morning radio. Welcome to more show than you can get on the radio. This is Ace TJ 5G.
If you're looking for pet care in Lake Norman, Concord, Mooresville, Davidson, Huntersville, or Charlotte, Fetch Pet Care is here to give you pet peace of mind. At Fetch, they love your little babies like you do, offering dog walking, pet sitting, pet transport, and so much more. Go to acetj.com, Fetch, to get started and learn more.
We back up and running on YouTube?
Yeah, we just got back up and running.
I did see on the YouTube stream a little while ago, Ace's sister commented.
Yeah,
And she
I
said,
saw that.
it said, good morning, brother, love your sister. And I love that. And he
Yeah, she's
responded,
sweet.
love you, sister. I love you, sister.
I love you, brother.
I love you, brother. That's how I imagined it in my head. I don't know if that's
It's not how it goes, but
Sister, get in the house.
I do like the way you imagine it. I've never referred to her as sister in my entire life.
sister.
Yeah.
Who is sister?
My aunt, my oldest aunt.
That's right.
They called her, we called her Aunt Sissy, but my mom and my sister, and my mom and her sister, Mickey, the middle, just called her sister. They very seldom called her by her name, Gloria.
That's a pretty name.
Yeah. And I don't know how that, it had something to do with my aunt Mickey was unable to say Gloria or something and just started calling her Sissy or something. And that's how the evolution of it.
Alexis, you might not know, years ago we were in Birmingham visiting our radio station there, and we were getting ready to leave and come back home after like an event or something. And they said, y'all want to go see my Aunt Sissy? And I had a strong vote in the no category. Not that I'm sure she's a wonderful woman.
Can we skip it this time?
But I'd rather just go on.
This is a great lady.
I'm sure she's
And I
a
always tried to go
peach.
by and say hello or see her without we were
Yeah.
there.
That's hard, though, when someone's like, you want to see my relative?
Yeah, right.
You're like, I kind of don't.
I mean, can she come here?
Yeah.
Can we-
Can we meet somewhere?
I wasn't, and I was going to take
He
it
was
back.
joking, I'm sure. But I just wanted to make sure. Like,
Just in case.
You wanted to make sure in case I wasn't joking. No, I don't want to go meet Aunt
no, I
Sissy.
don't. Is she still in Birmingham?
No, she's passed away.
Oh, she passed away?
Yeah, she actually, Aunt Sissy died during my mom's funeral.
Oh, no way.
Yeah,
Oh, wait, yeah, we might have known that.
yeah.
Oh,
We talked about
R.I.P.
it on the show.
You wish you would have seen her now, huh?
Yeah, I do. Oh, that may, yeah, it takes the fun out of that story.
What else?
I always
Oh,
heard
you've
she's a
got
nice
years
lady.
in between there. It's okay.
Yeah, that's tough, though. Seeing other people's families.
Yeah, it's because it's like you're not that excited. You're
Right.
like, okay.
I mean,
I'm always excited for them that they get
Yeah,
to see their
yeah.
families.
yeah, maybe.
Maybe not, too.
Ace TJ 5G. This is Ace TJ TV. The Ace and TJ Show will be right back.
Now, better ingredients, better pizza means that each bite of every Papa John's slice just keeps getting better. From that first bite you have to blow on, to that second bite of crispy, crunchy toppings, to that string of gooey, melty cheese. And just when you're thinking this cannot get any better, you get to the crust and you realize it's not just any crust. Oh no, it's epic stuffed crust that's hand-stuffed with cheese. Better ingredients, better pizza, even better when it's stuffed.
And now, a flashback from the Ace and TJ Dailies.
They've done the survey of 1,000 Americans, and they ask, what is the friendliest part of the country? Their choices were the South, the Northeast, the West, and the Midwest. And by far, way out front, the South is ranked the friendliest people. The Midwest is next, followed by West, and Northeast is voted the rudest. Because, I mean, they really don't have a lot to be happy about up
It's
there.
too cold up there.
Well, and it's dirty, and
There's huge rats.
yeah, and they're living under iron-fisted regimes. Just not good. Who has the worst weather? Midwest, and then the South was next in that.
So
which
the
is a
South,
lie.
the
Which is a
South
lie.
because of the heat, and the Midwest because of what, the cold?
I don't know. Who has the thickest accent? South dominated that as well. Yes.
Yes.
The wonderful, charming Southern accent.
Very sexy Southern accent.
Followed by the Northeast. Those Manas. And then,
Pack the cat, kid. Pack the cat.
And those New Yorkers. Where's the best place for a vacation? The South. Who has the highest cost of living? West. Northeast is second. Where do most of the people who quote unquote run things come from? In 1983, when they did this survey, Northeast won that. But they had a huge margin in that, but now the South is second, a close second.
Like run things?
We run things.
Like what things are y'all running?
Companies, corporations are putting their headquarters in the South because it's not as oppressive, or not supposed to be as oppressive with taxes and all of that stuff. But it's getting more and more that way in the South. But still, we're holding on. The best place to be and the best people you're going to find in the South. The most moral, the most likely to get into heaven. The most charitable, the funniest, wittiest, best looking. All of that was in the survey. I just don't have time to give the stats on it.
I think
But
Skinner,
especially the best looking.
Skinner said it best. American by birth, Southern by the grace of God.
Oof.
Yes. Skinner said that, and every old man's bumper growing up.
For all things Ace and TJ, subscribe to the Ace and TJ YouTube channel.
If you want to sleep better and lose weight, then the product that you need is called Calitrin, or you can pronounce it Calitrin. Very easy for you to get. Just go to acetj.com/weight loss. acetj.com/weight loss for Calitrin.
The Johnson Group Facility Services is a commercial cleaning company that focuses more on customer satisfaction than the bottom line, because each customer works directly with the owners every step of the way. If you need any commercial cleaning, the Johnson Group can handle it. Get details at acetj.com/clean.
So, Alexis, I don't know if I've asked you this or not. Does your boyfriend have a problem with us saying that he's putting you on a diet and he thinks you need to lose weight and all that stupidness we carry on?
No.
Or does he just laugh?
He just laughs.
I mean, it's not true, but he just laughs because I'm saying it.
Yeah, he thinks you guys are so funny.
So yesterday was the first full day of your new nutrition plan.
Yep.
How did it go?
Well, lunch was great. I had a little bit of steak and a few shrimp and some rice. So I was excited. And my dinner was a peanut butter protein smoothie and half a turkey sandwich, and I enjoyed it so much.
Yeah, you can't be eating a big meal before you go to bed.
It was so good. Half a turkey sandwich.
When she's used to eating half a turkey.
I was like, "Where's the mashed potatoes? This is not hearty enough for dinner."
Were you full when you went to bed? Were you satisfied?
No, I was not satisfied.
Did you wake up with your stomach growling this morning?
I actually felt good.
You did?
Yeah, waking up.
Because you weren't all weighed down. At
Exactly.
night, sweating all through the night, trying to burn off some, some chicken nuggets.
But still, I was like, "Oh, yum."
Their wife or husband or girlfriend, boyfriend is a plumper, chubby chaser. So, he could be giving you stuff that you think is going to help you get in shape and all that, and he's just giving you stuff that's going to make you a sweet candy-coated mess.
A fatty on purpose?
Mm-hmm.
Gotta be
You better not.
You gotta be cautious.
Maybe a plumper.
Yeah.
Well, when I saw my meal for today, it's a very small portion, and I was not happy about it. I was like, "This is all I have to eat. Like I'm gonna starve."
Yeah, but I mean, if it's a quarter cup or half cup of bacon grease, it's not much, but it'll do the trick if he's a plumper.
Right.
Yeah.
He better not be plumping me up.
She's like, why are there marshmallows in my protein shake? They're healthy marshmallows. They're diet marshmallows.
That's healthy ice cream. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Yeah.
Who put hot fudge on my chicken taco?
Mornings just got way better. You can now watch the Ace and TJ show live, weekdays from 6 to 9 a.m. Eastern. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and wake up with us every morning. This is Ace TJ TV.
All right, it's no secret that I don't love going to weddings, and I don't think I'm alone. I think most guys are just not. They'll go to them because it's the right thing to do, and you can have fun at a wedding, but it's not something you look forward to, once wedding season rolls around. But this woman is not going to her aunt's wedding because her aunt won't allow her niece to bring her dog with her. The woman that wrote online said she suffers from anxiety and relies on her dog for support in large crowds, but she also admitted that her dog is not trained or registered as an emotional support animal. And the aunt said, well, since it's not trained, I don't know how this dog is going to react at my wedding in a room full of strangers. So I can't just allow you to bring the dog. So now the woman writes, well, I'm not going to go to her wedding then. She knows the dog isn't trained, but I feel like since I'm her family, she would have made an exception for me. And now her feelings are really hurt. And I get it. I get it. No, I don't.
Yeah.
Everybody's got anxiety.
Yeah. The aunt is perfectly fine in what she decides to do.
Yeah, the dog's not trained.
Dog's not trained. The dog's not trained. I cannot take a chance at a wedding around a lot of people of that dog barking and being annoying and disrupting the wedding. She has a lot of money invested in this wedding. She has every right to make that decision.
And people were pointing out, well, there's a difference between an emotional support animal and a service animal. But that doesn't even matter because the dog is an emotional support animal.
Exactly.
It's not trained or registered.
Right.
So that whole point is while it makes sense, it's a moot point.
Yeah, she needs to go to the hospital.
The niece.
Yeah.
Because she needs, or actually get your dog trained or get a real emotional support animal.
If she's got that big of a hang up of going even to a family wedding without a dog, without her companion, then she needs help.
It's your family you're going to be seeing there.
She needs to go to the hospital.
Somebody said you have a pet, not a service animal. It's a big difference.
Right. And where does the point come where she says, you know what? This is my aunt. This is a member of my family who wants me to share in this most important day. Probably the most important day of her life. I need to be better and just, again, because the dog's not trained to be an emotional support animal or anything. It just makes her feel better. Just go do it.
Yeah.
You're a big girl.
Or cut a check.
Or don't.
Yeah, or don't.
Don't go to the wedding.
Don't make a big thing out of it. But TJ, or I forget which one of y'all have said, like, dogs don't need to be in restaurants.
Yeah, I think that.
Yeah, I think legally they can't be in restaurants, can they? Unless there's some type of trained
a service animal.
Yeah, it's an issue with me all the way around. If you can't go anywhere without taking your dog. And I'm not talking about service. And I know a lot of y'all have them, and I know a lot of them are legitimate. I also know a lot of them aren't.
You're right. A lot of y'all are scamming.
You know who you are. Don't get upset at me. If they're just like, you know, you can't go to the mall without taking your dog with you, or you can't go to the shopping center. Dog got to be walking all around in everybody's way. And you got a crowded room or crowded walking area on the sidewalk. Leave the dog at home. Just you're gonna be. How long are you gonna be gone? Dog doesn't like that either. Talk about anxiety. Every human under 35 needs to stop acting like they got anxiety and worry about the anxiety you're giving your dog, dragging them all these in the middle of all these strangers all the time, just buzzing around their heads and all. Dogs don't like it.
Yeah.
I've talked to them.
You've spoken to these dogs?
Yeah.
So this is a pretty laid back group here on the Ace and TJ show. We're not going to cancel you, but what's your comment you can make that would get you canceled in other places?
All right.
You know, we're open minded over here, for the most part. So we're not going to cancel anybody. We love the members of the radio family, whatever their opinions might be. But you recognize this one comment in certain circles could get you canceled by them. What is that comment? This is your safe space. At the Ace TJ show on social media. You can be anonymous if you want to. We'll get your answers coming up next.
Ace and TJ. The Ace and TJ show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Is that bacon?
Oh, good morning, sunshine. How'd you sleep on your Sweet Dreams mattress?
Fresh baked cinnamon rolls?
At Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture, we won't actually come to your house without your prior consent, and we would never let ourselves in. What you have just witnessed is simply a dramatization of how much we care, which is like a whole lot. Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
Sounds like a sweet deal to me.
Y'all making fun of me.
Quit yucking her yum.
Making fun of you? All I said was you had little hands. Do you not have little hands
Whatever.
that require little pens with Spanish words on them?
I always like the people who, you know, throw the most barbs at everybody to say, then y'all, why y'all always treat me bad?
I'm not hating on y'all. I just laugh at the dumb things you guys say sometimes.
I need to make
But that's what we're doing.
Good point.
I didn't say anything.
Yeah, you did. You did. You said Hefe.
Why you me?
Why are you on me?
On your laptop one time, but I wasn't going to say anything.
Ew.
These are the one-star strip club reviews. This is where we go across the country and read real strip club reviews from the internet. Just got a couple. We will start in Syracuse, New York, a place called Lookers. Tony left a one-star review. Moments after going in, I wanted to leave. I will say they have a really cool-looking stage. A couple of the girls were hot, but this is not a place where I am comfortable sitting down anywhere. One star.
You're watching Morning Radio. Welcome to the Ace and TJ Show on Ace TJ TV. Just you and us. This is Ace TJ 5G.
So when you start thinking about a variety of different things that you could do to have a great time with your family, to create some memories,
allow me to recommend one place that has so many different things, indoors and outdoors, and that is Gaston County. Whatever you may be in the mood for, you can do it in Gaston County. There's great shopping, some really specialized shops in great cities like Belmont and Gastonia and McAdenville. Also, indoors, outdoors, great places to hike, zip lines, family fun, romantic weekends, and the Ridgeline Craft Beverage Trail, which tomorrow you're going to have a chance to join me Friday along the Ridgeline Craft Beverage Trail. We're going to hook up with Ride Rose and stop at 4 or 5 locations along the Ridgeline Craft Beverage Trail and have a great time Friday afternoon. Breweries, distilleries, wineries, all in Gaston and Cleveland County, each very different from the rest. Each one very unique in its feel and what it is they do. So it's kind of fun if you want to check it out and find out more about the Ridgeline Craft Beverage Trail or anything you can do in Gaston County. acetj.com/Gaston. That's acetj.com/Gaston.
So in Williamsburg, Kentucky, there was a little bit of a situation. The Whitley County Sheriff's Department was on the lookout for a fugitive, and they got a tip that the fugitive was in this certain house. So they went into the house looking for the fugitive, and none of the adults would say where the person was or if they were at the house or not. But then a toddler stood up, put his hands on his hips, and said, "It's good to be honest. We shouldn't lie," and told the cops that the woman they were looking for was in the room next to the bedroom.
Oh, that little kid.
So it was a 45-year-old fugitive arrested on meth possession and other outstanding warrants. Your warrants are outstanding. Good for you. The deputy said that the child was visiting the home and was not in any danger. Quote, "He was healthy, intelligent, and in no way appeared to be abused. He was just at the wrong place at the wrong time." But how did he get to the wrong place?
Yep.
Somebody took him to the wrong place?
Because he didn't take himself over there.
But maybe, let's say he was with his mom. Maybe his mom didn't know that, somebody was a fugitive over there till the cops came in.
Well, how did the young man know that the person was? Oh, I guess you would have known the name. He wouldn't have known. The police would have said, "Hey, we're looking for this person."
Yeah, or when they saw the cops pulling up, "Go hide, go hide!
Yeah.
It's the cops, go hide!"
Got it.
And then he's like, "Wait a minute, what's going on here?" And then saw all the other ones saying, "We don't know where she is."
I love the speech. It's good to be honest.
You're like, little boy, shut up.
Yeah, you would have.
seriously.
The little boy would have been in trouble. Huh?
Grounded.
Yeah.
You don't snitch, kid.
So if that had been like your aunt or your cousin or something, and he stood up and did the right thing, you would say, "No, you're in trouble for being a
Grounded.
little snitch."
Yup. You gonna learn today.
When you hear grown-ups say that somebody's not here, he's not here.
Exactly.
She's not here.
She is not here, sir.
Nice.
Just you and us. This is Ace TJ 5G. Thanks for watching Ace TJ TV. Please make sure you like and subscribe. We'll be right back. And now, a flashback from the Ace and TJ dailies.
We're on YouTube right now. I guess I should apologize to Mr. Todd, who runs our YouTube, because I wore a light-colored hoodie today, and I'm not supposed to wear anything light because it washes me out because I'm so pale. Pale face ace is what they call me.
What up, YouTube?
Yeah.
It's almost greenish.
So
Yeah, you do look you have a little green hue.
Yeah, okay. That's probably just the
Looking
color.
jaundicey.
Yeah. Thank you, Rob.
You got green jaundice.
You got
But
you
hey,
walking jaundice.
You are lighting up the room as the Green Lantern.
That's right.
So you can check it out on YouTube, Ace TJ TV. It's Paleface Ace and TJ in the morning.
Oh, shamrock shake
Yeah.
looking. It's like mint green.
Yeah, it is. It's
Yeah,
weird.
why are you mint green?
I think it's the way he dials down the color to try to make it darker, make it sharper on my camera, because my camera is different from everybody else's for whatever reason. We have 3 different cameras in here, and something about that makes this color, this cream-colored hoodie I'm wearing, look kind of greenish. I think
Mint chocolate.
I don't know. Thank you, Rob. You're just full of it this morning, aren't you?
I just turned on a ring light in my face.
Cute.
Can you tell the difference?
Yeah,
Yes.
because it's reflecting out of your glasses.
Yeah, especially from your glasses.
2 white dots for eyes.
I probably shouldn't do that.
You guys are so high maintenance. Me
I'm
and
not doing
Riggins just
anything.
be chilling. We don't even like worry
not
about
doing
it.
anything.
I'm not high maintenance at all. It's just I just can't help the fact that I'm very pale.
We look like we're on a Zoom call.
Yeah, exactly.
Your skin is very high.
Y'all are wondering about your lights. We over here on a 1.3 megapixel camera slapped on a Chromebook. This is as good as it's gonna get.
I know,
We got to get both of y'all in one shot. We got to do it with a different camera.
It's a struggle over here.
Y'all are lit by a neon sign behind you.
and you don't hear us complain.
Y'all sitting under the neon moon.
Yeah. Well, y'all aren't paying for it either.
Yeah, whatever.
It is what it is.
I'm not complaining. I'm making an observation that I forgot today and wore a dark. I didn't wear. It's my fault. I didn't wear a dark color like I'm supposed to wear. I'm not supposed to wear light colors anymore in here for anything. Apparently,
Just in general.
it's just like a
general.
dark T-shirt is all I'm allowed to wear from now on for the rest of my life. Apparently.
You should have been born so white.
Yeah, Ace. You ever think of that?
Yeah, I should have done something about that.
Think about that.
You know. And
Yeah,
now-
don't blame Mr. Todd. Blame your Irish ancestors.
Yeah.
This is the Ace and TJ Show live on acetj.tv.
We are streaming live on YouTube every morning. You can check it out. Just head over to the YouTube app or youtube.com. Look up Ace TJ TV. And if you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Like the videos. Hit the little notification bell so you never miss new content. New content goes up every single day. That's the kind of people we are. We're on it. So Ace TJ TV, YouTube app, very simple. We're talking about canceled comments. We're not going to cancel you for anything. I mean, I can't think of something we would cancel you for. But what's your comment that would get you canceled in other circles? Less friendly circles than ours. And y'all have really set a flamethrower to this. I mean, I think we might have to cancel some of you.
Some of these are wild.
Now, the most popular one was Chick-fil-A is overrated. That comes from Christina. And I think my dad might agree with you. He's not crazy about Chick-fil-A. I love Chick-fil-A.
I do too, but I had gotten to a point not long ago where I was tired of it. Because my family loves it. It's like anytime we want to, if we're on the road together or whenever, we're getting fast food to be picked up or brought home, or whatever. Chick-fil-A. So then I kind of got tired of it.
It feels clean. It
Yes.
looks clean,
Yeah.
and I think the
I
food is
do.
good and the service is great.
I read something one day that said Chick-fil-A tastes like the chickens were raised with morals.
It is good. It is good. I just, I like a little variety sometimes.
Sure.
Some of these are so funny.
I know. And Jessica agrees with TJ. Dogs don't belong in stores unless it's an actual service animal, not an Amazon vest that says service animal. They come at me barking, I will lose my temper and possibly punt little Gizmo.
Wow.
Because it's always a Chihuahua eye roll. Man.
Can I give you one that I'm just fascinated by because I don't think it's over yet? Maria said, being a stay-at-home mom is a valid career. And immediately Jennifer responded, at Maria, it is both valid and important. It is not a career.
All right. Getting a little aggressive there in the comments. Love that. But here's one I have an issue with. Mark Adams said, people who read Harry Potter are children, no matter their age. And I totally disagree with you, Mark. I think that is it is a literary masterpiece. And you just
So
hate
is
people.
green eggs and ham.
Hardly.
But people that don't watch the Harry Potter movies are children. I agree with you on that.
Well, he didn't say that.
Well, I'm sure he's thinking it.
So
when,
people,
when has that ever happened where the movie is as good as the book?
people that don't watch the movies are children?
Yeah.
Okay.
What?
Or that don't think that they're good to watch.
Okay.
Yeah, you're a fake fan.
Whatever.
Danielle says IPAs are absolutely disgusting.
They are.
And I don't trust people who like them. If you are that good at lying to yourself that you like something.
I do love IPAs, and I'm not lying about it.
Gross.
But everybody's fine. They're good. They're good ones.
Yeah.
Just depends on your taste. You'll find one that you like.
I've never found an IPA
No,
that's good.
they all taste like grass.
Never,
Yeah,
ever.
well,
I
Rob-
found craft beer that is okay, but never an IPA.
Rob drinks blueberry wine,
And it's
so
delicious.
I'm not about
And
to
refined.
listen to any of his, it's not good beer. You drink blueberry wine. Get out of here.
Got you with that one.
Yeah, carbonated blueberry wine.
Yeah.
It's delicious and it's a delicacy.
It's not a delicacy.
Blueberry wine is a delicacy.
The sommelier must about have a stroke when you order the blueberry wine.
I'll have your best blueberry wine.
You don't have blueberry wine?
With a hint of bubbles.
The sparkling blueberry wine. Do you want a new grape? Is that what you're looking for? You want
Oh,
a
God.
Fanta? Is that what you're looking for? Alicia said grown men should not be sitting around playing video games, especially if they don't work.
Ooh.
But I don't even think that's that controversial. You shouldn't be playing video games if you're not working.
Yeah, go find a job.
Yeah,
That's
And
true.
then play your games afterwards.
Yeah.
Here's one nobody can argue with. Brittany said, when you are selling stuff, it's not for sale, it's for sale.
It's a little different. There's some more offensive ones here, but we got to take a quick break. If you have one at the Ace TJ Show, we'll get your answers next.
Ace and TJ. Ace and TJ. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
Hey, it's Ace, and today in history, the world lost a great man, a friend to everyone, who always made it a beautiful day. We'll give you the details next.
Who is advertising with the Ace and TJ Show?
We are so excited to be a part of the Ace and TJ family, long time listeners, and delighted to have our business now a part of the family.
The Ace and TJ Show is radio, podcasts, video, social media, streaming, live appearances, and more. Get your company on before it's too late. Ace TJ at acetj.com or acetjmedia.com.
Hey, hon? What are all these people doing in our house?
Oh, they're from Sweet Dreams. They stand behind their furniture. Isn't that great?
At Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture, we won't literally physically stand behind the furniture in your house. What you have just witnessed is a simple dramatization of how much we care, which is like a whole lot. Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
Sounds like a sweet deal to me.
Hello, if you are a business owner, we know what it's like to be in business. From HR to accounting, we know the struggles, and we're here to help you with insurance so we can take one thing off your plate.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
It was 20 years ago today, February 27th, 2003. The world lost a wonderful man, a friend to all children, when Mr. Rogers passed away at the age of 74 from stomach cancer. Mr. Rogers, famous for Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, produced over 900 episodes spanning 31 years on PBS. And it was always a beautiful day in the neighborhood. That's Today in History.
You're watching Morning Radio. Welcome to the Ace and TJ Show on Ace TJ TV. Radio. This is Ace TJ 5G.
Okay. Yeah, Rob was just talking. He hosted a murder mystery event over the weekend. Mm-hmm. And it was just you and a bunch of friends, right?
It was for Meredith's birthday. Her birthday's today. And over the weekend, her friends came over and played. So I wasn't really participating until one of her friends had to leave. So I jumped in then. But yeah, it was fun. And I was the only one who guessed who the killer was.
Even though you weren't full on participating until well into it?
Yup.
But weren't you the host?
That's what I thought.
I didn't know the information, no. The booklets for each individual person had if they were the killer or not. And I didn't read through those.
So you hosted it and you ended up winning? Mm-hmm. That sounds kind of suspicious to me.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know the answer.
How many people do you have to play that?
8. At least 8.
We should do one.
Lord.
I want to do one so bad.
We should all have dinner together one night with our significant others, and we could do one.
I love that.
I don't. I was kidding about that.
I want to
Hopefully,
do a murder mystery.
I'm the person that gets murdered before they party starts.
Come out of here.
Yeah.
Alexis, I'll invite you to my next one.
Yes, I'll totally go.
Yeah, I think that's perfect for Rob. He's already a dungeon master, and now he's like the murder mystery host master.
Yeah, and he does really well at those things because he gets really into it. So
Yeah, especially when he's all hopped up on blueberry wine.
Yeah. 2 bottles.
he thinks it's like real life.
bottles.
You had 2 bottles of blueberry wine while figuring out the crime?
Yes.
Do you even drink it out of a wine glass?
No, we don't have wine glasses.
Yeah, I mean, what's the point? It's carbonated blueberry wine. It's like put it in a tumbler and shut up.
But I would have picked you for more of a goblet man, Rob.
Yeah.
I would drink from a goblet if I had one. It's just I don't know that Meredith would allow me to have a goblet in the house.
Yeah, we're getting you a goblet.
We're getting you a goblet, Rob. We got to have a
Game
goblet.
of Thrones.
Yes.
Dope goblet.
Hang on. Let's see if we
Hold
can
on.
see
Let
if
me
we
put
can
my
Google that.
blueberry wine in a goblet.
I'm gonna drink it like Triple H did and spit in there.
Yeah.
You're gonna be like Snoop Dogg.
Oh, yeah.
Snoop Dogg has a goblet.
I would much prefer a crystal wine goblet, than a regular wine glass.
Well,
Really?
Yeah, the shape of it and all is better.
they have a variety of Game of Thrones goblets to choose from.
Oh hell.
Oh my God.
Yeah, all for $20.
Well, I'm lost for the rest of the day, guys. I gotta go look this up.
I have one goblet.
Rob at home drinking blueberry wine out of a Game of Thrones goblet while he plays video games.
That's a
His
vibe.
draws. Yeah, hell yeah.
In his underwear and his t-shirt.
I am the king of my domain.
Just you and us. This is Ace TJ 5G.
All right, you've got a little bit more time. First quarter of the rest of your life.
Yep.
$10,000. How would it change your life? How would it change the lives of the people around you? acetj.com/first. Tell us in 100 words or less how $10,000 would change your life. Would it change your life, Alexis? You're pretty rich.
Okay, I'm definitely not rich. Yes, I would. I'll get 4 brand new tires instead of 2 at a time.
Yeah, I love that. I hear you, man.
You only need 2 at the moment. Then the next time you get,
Yeah.
you get them all 4 at the same
That's
time.
how you know you're rich, if you can afford to get all 4 new tires. Like, not even think about it.
Yeah. When you can
Good
get tires. Yeah. TJ, I don't even know what you would do with 10,000. Probably just have like your ceilings painted like the Sistine Chapel or something.
More like Caesar's Palace in the mall where it looks like clouds and stuff.
That's right. There's a woman on TikTok and she calls herself, and let me say this. I think the worst way to describe your kids, and I see this on social media all the time, calling your kids crotch goblins is so gross. And I just saw it on a post we have up at the Ace TJ show. Called her crotch goblins.
Trash.
It's just
trashy.
It's so gross. But there's a woman on TikTok. She refers to herself as a beverage goblin. And she talks about how this manifests itself. And she recorded this little song called Beverage Goblin. She goes, I need 3 drinks at all time. I'm a beverage goblin. I got something to hydrate, something to energize, and then just something fun. So she's got her big hydro flask full of water. She's got her iced coffee. And then it'll be like an iced tea with lemon or a little soda in a mason jar with ice and a fun straw. Three beverages all the time. And a lot of women were in the comments saying this is the exact, I feel seen after hearing this. Are you guys a goblin of any kind? Something where you need an excess amount of to be satisfied?
No.
Cheese goblin.
Yeah. I'm a pillow goblin. I need 8 pillows to sleep comfortably.
Yeah, I don't have anything.
I can't think of anything.
Like one good thing satisfies me. Like if I get one decent thing a month.
Please, you're a streaming goblin. You can't just watch like an episode or something. You got to watch 70 episodes.
In like 3 days or whatever. Yeah.
3 days.
Nap goblin.
Yeah, I don't know if he's a... And Ace, you're like a... What kind of goblin is he?
YouTube.
He's a YouTube goblin.
I watch a lot of YouTube.
Crying goblin.
A what?
Crying.
He has been crying a lot lately.
I cried one time. One time on the show. Y'all don't know what goes on in my home.
But then I found out you cry about marching band, so that changed it.
Cries about marching band. He was crying about a wrestler last week.
Okay, that was 2 weeks ago.
No, the wrestler didn't die.
Yeah,
it wasn't sad, tragic news of his favorite wrestler's dead.
That was the point of the conversation.
I bet he did cry when Dusty Rose died.
I did not cry when Dusty Rose died.
Only when he spoke.
That was weird.
It was very sad.
American Dream.
Yeah, I'm definitely a pillow goblin, which I'm embarrassed about. So I hide the pillows.
I'm a board game goblin.
Yeah, you're a board game goblin. You're a Funko Pop goblin.
Yeah, cold in the house goblin. It can never be cold enough for me. I don't know if that's a good one, but
he's a bit
cold in the house goblin.
What? I couldn't think of a good way to phrase it. Air conditioner goblin.
There you go. That's better.
Because it is extreme. His sleep situation is the most extreme out of anybody. Got to have a box fan. He's got to be on the meds to make him sleep. It's got to be 50 degrees in the house. And pitch black.
What does it stay on at your house, Rob? Like how cold? When you wake up in the morning, how cold is it?
The central AC is set to 68, but the one in my room is set to 62, which is the lowest it will go.
And then you have the fan on.
And then I have the fan on pointing at me, yes.
So that's 62, and then you have the fan that's blowing on you.
And then sometimes I still wake up sweating.
So during the day, do you turn it up to make it warmer to save money?
Depends. If I'm going to be home, I want it to be the comfortable that I want it to be. But if I'm not there, I'll turn it up.
Man.
Okay.
But I'm about to install not a portable one, but a window AC unit in my office. So then I don't have to,
Yeah, so
cool the whole house down.
That's a window unit in a home that already has central heat and air. Yeah.
Who does that?
This guy.
The cold in the house goblin.
Yeah, the ice goblin.
Now you can hear and see the show anytime. Just click acetj.com or acetj.tv. How you want, when you want. This is the Ace and TJ Show.
Welcome to the Share Funny podcast. Now live on YouTube. This is
Let's go.
The Ace and TJ family presents Unfiltered, Uncensored, and Uninterrupted. Well, almost.
Right here. Let's go.
This is Share Funny from the Ace and TJ Show Plus.
We were just talking about trashy ways people refer to bodily functions or things, natural things. Because Riggins was telling us about how people refer to their kids as crotch goblins.
I hate it.
Yeah. And there are some that are too nasty to even say on Share Funny. But like when people call something a panty dropper, that song's a panty dropper there. That just sounds so nasty to me.
This right here is a panty dropper. Trey Songz used to say that before his songs.
And like my wife in the video from the drive-through liquor place in Louisiana the other day, she didn't want to say pink panty pull down. This drink's called a pink panty pull down.
Yeah. She's just got three P's.
She was so grossed out even having to say that.
And I don't know who back home ordered it for her to bring back.
I do.
Just hoping it wasn't my mother-in-law. That would have been a little bit. Jody, bring me back a pink panty pull down.
Oh my God. Yeah. Somebody got a margarita.
Oh yeah, that was Uncle Chuck.
It was Uncle Chuck.
Extra large margarita with an extra shot.
Of course. Of course.
Yeah.
Is it the word panty that freaks? It's
just the whole thing, like panty pull down.
Yeah.
Panty dropper. Because I mean, that's what it means. It's a panty dropper, and I just look at things literally. Like a song starts, and a woman is so turned on that she just drops her panties and runs and says, "Whoever wants me can have it."
Exactly.
Just aim well, and you got it.
Not whoever wants me, just whoever she's with there.
Yeah.
Whoever played it.
It's just a disgusting way to refer to
It could be worse.
a sexy song.
Yeah.
How could it be worse, Alexis?
I'm not getting into that. Trust me.
Yeah, I mean, everything could be worse.
Make
Yeah, it always could be
worse.
worse, right?
It's uncouth.
Who cares about couth? I'm over it.
I'm over couth, personally.
It's boring, lame.
What? Being classy, having couth is
Couth.
boring and lame.
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe if the word was cooler than couth.
Yeah, I mean, it's cornball stuff to a lot of people. Trashy people. Do you consider, some sort of a, I don't know, what do you call it? Trap music, or those panty droppers? Trap music?
No. That makes me want to go be a gangster.
And are there any songs that are draws droppers, like for men? Man, I hear that song. It makes me want to drop my drawer.
Ew. That sounds worse than panty droppers.
Oh,
Drop my boxers.
Drawer dropper.
Oh, man. When damn Lita Ford singing song come on, I just want my boss to swing, man. I just drop my drawers. Just drop my drawers.
Don't talk about anything swinging.
Because what woman, though, is going to find that attractive to hear a man talking about? If I hear a song, I'm just going to, that's a drawer dropper.
Yeah.
It's a double standard. Ooh, that's a panty dropper.
It's just just a difference in what people find attractive.
Any white people ever sing panty dropper songs?
Not Michael Bublé. What's his name?
Michael Bolton?
No.
Well, a man like a woman.
What's that song? I know you like it. What's that song?
Robin Thicke.
Robin Thicke.
Robin
He
Thicke.
does. He has a few.
Yeah, that's a good
Robin
one.
Thicke.
Yeah, I mean his name's Robin Thicke.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's got a song called
Justin Bieber have panty dropper songs?
"Listen." I think so. I think he's got one on his Christmas album that's like, it's a Christmas song.
You cannot have a Christmas album that has a panty dropper on it.
Yeah,
You just can't. That just seems wrong.
It's a Christmas panty dropper. It's called Christmas Eve. It's real good.
That just seems wrong to me. That you would have a Christmas panty dropper.
That's good.
Okay. What about if it's a really good teen musical artist, musical performer? Say Justin Bieber before he turned 18, and he had some really good, romantic, sexy type songs. Is that okay to say, like to be wanting to make the relations to a song by someone underage?
I don't think so.
I wouldn't think so
I
either.
don't think you could do that.
That's a really good point, though.
Yeah, like a.
But really, you shouldn't be having somebody under 18 or whatever even singing a song like that, should you?
Well, in the early 90s, there was a fella who was a teenager named Tevin Campbell, and he had some sexy songs. Yeah. Tevin Campbell did. And people were putting Tevin Campbell on their mixtapes for the love making.
Yeah. I was trying to think to what
we talk?
But lyrically, they weren't saying things like, they weren't talking about sex, though, were they?
No, see, it doesn't have to be talking about sex. I wouldn't think to be
It's
a
just a
sexy song. I
vibe.
mean, it doesn't have to be.
Right.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be. Blatantly vulgar.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing, and to me, that ruins a song in that way. Like if it's so blatantly vulgar, I'm like, oh, it takes a little of the joy out of it, I guess. But if Tevin Campbell, I think he was like 15 or 16 when he made "Can We Talk." I just don't think that it would be more acceptable for a woman to say, "Oh, this song turns me on and makes me want to be with my lover who is of age." Yeah. That's fine. But if a man, when Britney Spears was 16, said, "Oh, Britney's turning me on with this song, makes me want to go be with my wife," people would be like, "You're gross. That's horrible." Saying Britney Spears is turning you on to the point where you need the relations. Britney Spears is singing a drawer dropper for you. It would not have been accepted.
No, rightfully so.
Or Aaliyah. Aaliyah would have been closer to that than Britney Spears singing a song that's sexy or something before she was 18. Man, Aaliyah got me all turned on. I got to get home to my wife. You'd never hear that. Tevin Campbell got me turned. Justin Bieber got me turned on. I got to get home to my husband.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird.
I think like a country song with like a guy with a very strong raspy voice is a panty dropper for me.
Really? Like a
honky
tonk, badonky donk?
Like I don't know, just like a cowboy. I can picture a cowboy singing it.
Like a Chris Stapleton.
Yeah,
kinda,
like a Chris Stapleton.
If he were
right.
good looking.
Yeah. If I didn't know what he looked like, I'd be like, yes, I'm all about it.
So the way the artist looks matters?
I guess not. I don't know.
I cannot picture you like putting on some Chris Stapleton or
If
any
I
other
did-
country and like hooking up with whoever.
That's love making.
Oh.
Outlaw country. What about country rap?
Not so much.
No.
No.
Like a southern white rap, like how Jelly Roll started,
Yeah.
and Shooter Jennings.
I don't think that's panty dropper. That's more like let's get hype.
Mm-hmm. You go kill somebody.
Yeah.
In the woods.
Exactly, on a four-wheeler.
Just take them to the woods and kill them. But yeah, women do get a pass on being all excited sexually to the music of a minor.
Super weird.
Mm-hmm. Men don't get that pass.
How old was Britney Spears when "Hit Me Baby One More Time" came out?
Was she 15? 16?
I mean, but the whole point of that music video was to be
it's very
sexy
obvious.
and,
Yeah, it was very
short
much
Catholic
intended.
school.
Yeah, but that wasn't intended to turn on old men or whatever. That was intended to turn on teenage boys.
Well, what's
See,
the
I think that was
And,
intended to turn on everybody. They meant
well,
that.
first of all, I mean, if you're in your 40s, the 50s, and you're watching MTV to be seeing, Britney Spears on Carson Daly's Countdown every day, that was odd, to begin with. I was an adult. I was in my 30s, I guess, at that time. And I didn't look at her then even and say, oh, man, I would love to, get on that, none of that stuff. It wasn't until she got older that I started thinking and saying those things.
much older.
No, just a few years. No, I'm kidding.
Let's see.
But the whole concept, and I get it, it's because there are a lot more pervert men than there are pervert women. So it is a different thing. Yeah, we all get thrown into that category because the guilty perverts have pretty much always been men.
And then Mary Kay Letourneau showed up. She was like a female pervert.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
what, like, you know,
Game changer.
women can be perverts too.
Yeah, Brittany was 16 when it
needed to
came
go to the
out.
hospital. She should have spent, I know she went to prison, but it should have been, a lot of prison hospital time.
Yeah.
For her. And then when she got out of prison, they got married, had kids, and he needed to go to the hospital.
Did he?
Yeah. What was his name? Vili Falau.
He had a
But-
mustache at like 12.
They've since separated, though, right?
Yeah, they
they were
divorced,
together a long time.
Yeah.
Then they separated, right?
And she died, I think.
Oh, I forget. Did she die?
Of a
I forgot
broken
that she
heart.
died. Oh.
She died of a broken heart.
Yeah. I remember seeing that on TV.
But then again, I mean, who does Vili hook up with? I mean, he's known, since the time he was, a middle schooler or however old he was, known as the guy who was obsessed with and in love with his old teacher. Not old as in former, but old compared to his age. And then they broke the law, broke her probation. She went back to jail. Just couldn't stay away from each other. And then so they split up. How do you look at it like, okay, well, I heard he's single now. I'm going to see if he's interested in me.
Yeah. I don't know what he did after I don't know if he remarried or whatever he did.
I can look it up, but I forget this part of that story. I forget he was 12
Yeah.
when she started fooling with him.
Yeah.
He was 12. For
But he
some
looked
reason, I
young.
thought he was older, like 15, 16.
No, he was in middle school.
Which doesn't make it okay, but I forget 12. Just like he wasn't even a teenager when that
Who's
whole thing started.
This person y'all talking about?
Mary Kay Letourneau was a teacher, and she hooked up with her 12-year-old student. But the pictures of him at that time, he had like a mustache, and I mean, he looked older than he did. But they,
was 12.
husband, she's a married woman. She's got kids
She
of her
had
own.
2 kids, yeah.
Lost her family.
Gets arrested. They put her on probation, and she goes and hooks up with him again.
Yeah, 8 years later, she got out of prison, and they got married.
Yeah, so
And had kids.
So she was on probation in order to stay away from him. Then she was caught in the car with him.
Yeah.
At that time. Then she went to jail for 8 years, and as soon as she got out, they got married.
Oh my god.
Imagine they're like, "Hey, listen, if we see you around him again, you're going to prison." And she goes right back to. I mean,
She
like
couldn't stay away.
she was traumatized.
Yeah, ew, off a 12-year-old.
I feel like at that time probably 13 or 14, but yeah.
Oh,
That messed
this
up.
kid. That's horrible.
Yeah, there's one of the.
Yeah,
That
so
was the big picture.
yeah, that was it was in the 90s. That was one of the big stories of the 90s.
Yeah. They split in 2017. She died in 2020.
Now, was he had he had previous experience, or did she do that for
Oh,
him?
I don't remember that part of it.
Alexa's
nuts.
asking the important
Yeah.
question.
Because I'm just
I'm
like, wait
saying
a minute.
But maybe
Look at this 12-year-old
She trained
dude
him
and
as
this
she
woman.
wanted him.
They'll make you slap somebody.
Yeah, I think he's with somebody now, it seems.
Well, he is famous.
And he's a lot older now.
He's 39 now. Wow, that's wild.
He's been doing it for 27 years.
Why do you say it in that
Girl.
creepy way?
Yeah, he makes everything so creepy.
I don't have a good answer. to that
Super
question.
creepy the way you just said that, Rob.
Been doing it for 27 years.
Disgusting.
He's an old pro.
Yeah, he must have been doing something. Yeah, and I remember them interviewing her husband at the time. Like, that was so weird.
Yeah.
It was so weird. She had a whole family.
Yeah, she gave up her kids and everything.
Yeah.
But just imagine him, when he was finally able to be with somebody his age.
Yeah.
Who, Billy?
Yeah.
Oh.
He'd probably never been with a woman his age. He's probably scared of her.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
I probably felt like he was being a perv.
Yeah, right. Robbing the cradle.
Can you imagine being married Kay Letourneau's husband? And it's one thing to find out that your wife cheated on you.
Mm-hmm.
It's another thing to find out that she cheated on you with her student and that her student is a 12-year-old.
Yeah.
And you've got to figure out a way to have this conversation with your kids and your own friends and family. It's be like,
I don't know. What do you say in that case?
Just let the news do the talking for you.
Right. Everybody watch the news.
Yeah,
just leave me alone. That's a good way to handle it.
This is the Share Funny podcast from the Ace and TJ family. More next.
You're watching the Share Funny podcast live on YouTube. We'll be back in 3 minutes. Welcome back to the Share Funny podcast.
Funny podcast from the Ace and TJ family.
Let's go!
Come on. Let's go. Earlier on the regular old show, I brought in this history fact. It said in the 1800s in Austria, single women would put an apple slice in their armpit during dances. At the end of the night, when it was the apple slice was all nice and sweaty, they'd give it to the guy that they liked. And if he felt the same way about that woman, if it was a match, he would eat it. And everybody was all cringy about that and everything. So, Alexis, you mean to tell me that your boyfriend, Jay, about whom you were so crazy, if he said, hey, I want to test to see how much you really like me, and he took a apple slice out from his armpit and said, would you eat this out of my armpit? You wouldn't do it?
Hell no.
Not even if it really meant a lot to him?
No, because if that's how he's asking me to prove my whatever for him, then he's not the one. He need to go to the hospital.
It would mean a lot to me.
It would mean a lot to me if you ate this apple from my armpit.
I guess you don't care about me then.
I'd be like,
I thought
not.
you did. I'm glad my mom told me to test you like this.
Mm-hmm.
I just ran 3 miles over here with this apple in my armpit for you to eat it.
Would you do it, Rob, if Meredith asked you to do that? Eat a sweaty apple slice from her armpit?
No.
You wouldn't?
I'd throw up. No.
Because it's an apple?
Yeah, what if it's a taco?
Yeah. I love that.
Cheesy gordita crunch.
Rude. No, I can't do it. I couldn't do it.
Y'all wouldn't do it either.
I would.
No, you wouldn't. You
I
allowed.
would. I would. It wouldn't bother me.
Ace. After Amanda's been getting ready, she's been doing classes all day.
I don't think I would.
But this is just at a dance.
I mean, you sweat while you're dancing.
I don't know if in 1800s Austria they were out there really, tearing it up. They weren't. They're not twerking out there on the dance floor.
The pace is probably much slower for the ladies.
No salsa merengue bachata.
No salsa merengue in the 1800s in Austria.
But that was also before antiperspirant.
Yeah. Ooh. They probably just used like lard or something. Something like medieval.
Yeah. I mean, you got to do what you got to do if it means a lot to your loved ones. If when I met Jody, and she gave me were the custom or whatever, and she gave me an apple slice as she was leaving the Bayview Yacht Club dance club in Alexandria, Louisiana. I would have taken it. And if I had to eat it to show that I was interested in her, I would have eaten it. No problem.
Easy to say now.
Right.
All right, she's coming in here today to do the podcast. I'll tell her to put an apple slice in her armpit, and I'll eat it when she gets here. Yeah. I don't care.
Do it.
Tell her hold that apple slice for the whole podcast at the start, then right at the end.
That's how you go viral.
I'll do it.
What if it's
I would come closer to doing it than she would to just participate, not eating it, but just being the one to put it in her armpit. She wouldn't do that. She'd be like, that's gross.
It is gross.
I didn't say it wasn't gross, but I'm just saying that as a test of my attraction to or interest in Jody, whether it was in the beginning of getting her to go out with me or even now, if it meant something to her, I would do it.
Why do you think they picked an apple, though, out of all things?
I don't know. What else could they have done? Like poke chop?
Potato? I don't know.
I wonder if it was apple because of like the biblical thing with Adam and Eve.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Austria don't believe in the Bible.
Oh, I didn't know that.
No.
They don't got the Bible over there.
Not in the 1800s.
They got the KJV version, that's for sure.
Apple or potato, that was it. That's all we had.
And I guess it's just a full round slice of it. It wasn't necessarily like a wedge. It'd hurt a little bit more if it's an apple wedge.
Yeah, because I'm like, how do you hold it there without it falling out of your sleeves?
Mm-hmm. That's the thing. Yeah, especially if they're dancing, it would have to be under the arm that doesn't go around the.
Yeah.
One arm's always got to be in.
Gotta hold my apple slice in for my lover.
We could even do that. See how long you could actually hold an apple slice in your armpit without it falling.
Yeah.
It'd be crazy looking.
And they didn't have like good apples like Honey Crisp.
No, it was probably like a Red Delicious, and it was super gross by the end of it.
Yeah, like a yellow dirt apple.
Yeah. It had mealworms in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like golden apples.
No,
I don't either. Those Red Delicious and the golden ones are the worst. I think it's the skin. It's just chewy. I don't know.
The Red Delicious is mealy
Yeah.
and it's just not sweet. They're awful.
Well, that's why I don't eat the skin of things.
I love skin of other things.
I love the skin of other things.
That sounded really weird.
Are you a serial killer?
She's talking about chicken skins.
Yeah, chicken skins.
Oh, okay. Golly.
I love chicken skins.
I love skin of other things.
When it's really thick.
I love thick skins of other things. Okay. Oh, I saw somebody on the internet eating chicharrones. Is that how you say chicharron? With guacamole, like as a chip instead of a tortilla chip. I thought that shit sounded pretty good. And then they had salsa with it too.
Ooh.
And queso.
Queso would be bomb. Chicharron with quesos.
Hell yeah.
Chicharron.
I love chicharron. Chicharrones are so good, especially when they're fresh. Oof.
Now explain to people what that is.
Yeah, because I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
It's like fried pork skin.
It's like a pork rind.
Yeah.
It's a pork rind, yeah.
I like it when it's a little chewy, especially when it's cooked by Little Chewy. That's always the best.
Delicious.
Big Chewy taught Little Chewy how to do it. He taught him the family recipe. Chicharrones. But yeah, I'll put pork rinds through almost any kind of dip.
I never really thought about it as like a vehicle for a dip.
I'm not a huge
Especially
pork rind
plain
person,
ones.
but you throw some yum sauce, I bet it'd be pretty good.
Oh, or crumble it on top of some mac and cheese.
Oh, damn.
I use pork rinds for a lot of things like that.
Yeah?
Yeah, onion dip. If they're plain pork rinds, and onion dip is really good.
Damn.
You know, I had some barbecue baked beans, and just didn't crumble them, but just had small pieces of pork rinds. I would lay on top of those and eat them. Yeah, burnt ends, baked beans with the pork rinds on. But I do like those that are hot. They make them at the restaurant. And
The fresh ones,
Yeah,
yeah.
they're hot and they're still a little chewy. It's almost like like cracklings, Ace, in Louisiana when they come out like that.
Oh, y'all make me hungry.
Oh, you had your cheat day yesterday.
I want some pork. I want fried pork skins now.
Put that on your list for the weekend.
That was an epic cheat day.
It was. I loved it. I loved every second of it.
How many pieces of
Oh, my
lasagna
God.
did you eat?
I only did one piece of lasagna.
Okay.
How big was it?
It was pretty big.
Like
Super
well layered
thick.
lasagna.
And it had the nice crispy edges.
No,
The
yeah.
cheese was perfectly like. Oh God, it was so good.
So you had
I was the
ice cream?
happiest I've ever been this whole 2 weeks.
And you had ice cream.
Yep.
And what kind of ice cream?
Just vanilla
Just
bean
vanilla?
ice cream.
Okay.
What'd you have
in honor of us?
Yep.
Just
My
a bunch
Bellina
of vanilla.
beans.
Just a bunch of
These vanilla beans.
You had something before the lasagna. What'd you
I
have?
had a chopped cheese, which is
That's
like
what it was, yeah.
It's like ground beef with melted cheese, and then lettuce, tomato, and kind of like a Thousand Island sauce. So it had lettuce and tomatoes on it. It was not that bad.
Yeah, I mean,
It's like half a salad.
it had lettuce and tomatoes on it.
It's a chopped cheese salad on the bread.
Well, you get those metal spatulas going on that, huh?
Oh
Putting
yeah.
that all together. And
He has like
flipping
a chopper thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good.
Damn. Yeah, I mean, to do that, then a huge slice of lasagna, then
Cheese on
ice
cheese.
cream.
Yep. And an icy. I had a large icy.
And there was an icy in it.
Yeah, so it was mango, banana cream, and some type of berry. I filled it to the top.
Damn.
Yeah, Jody got an icy at the movie yesterday. She said, I'm craving a Coke icy. I'm going to get a Coke ice.
Hell yeah.
But they had an orange cream one, too. If I would have gotten an icy, I think I would have gone for the orange cream icy. That would have been good. So you mixed yours all up, different berry flavors. He got an icy machine in his food truck?
No.
Oh.
It was at the gas station.
Oh.
I would have already broken that icy machine with how many ices I would have had.
It's funny that's meant to be shared. This is the Share Funny Podcast from the Ace and TJ family.
You're watching the Share Funny Podcast live on YouTube. We'll be back in 3 minutes.
Whether you are buying or selling a home, Chambers & Associates Realty team is here to help. Because this is what they do. They are experts, they are experienced, and they know what you need to get through this process easily. Again, whether you're buying or selling, call them 704-439-6232, 704-439-6232, or visit them online at lkncharlottehomes.com. That's lkncharlottehomes.com.
If you have a business and you want to take your advertisements to the next level, then you need to be using Ace TJ Media. You want the most creative content for digital, video, and audio? It's all at Ace TJ Media. Go to acetjmedia.com.
Who is advertising with the Ace and TJ Show?
Here at Sweet Dreams, we love to kick back and listen to our favorite podcast, TJ and Jody's House, and hear them mention all the time the awesome furniture they got from us at Sweet Dreams. And just today, we actually had a customer come and buy a whole house full of furniture because they heard us on TJ and Jody's house.
The Ace and TJ Show is radio, podcasts, video, social media, streaming, live appearances, and more. Get your company on before it's too late. Ace TJ at acetj.com or acetjmedia.com.
Hey, hon? What are all these people doing in our house?
Oh, they're from Sweet Dreams. They stand behind their furniture. Isn't that great?
At Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture, we won't literally physically stand behind the furniture in your house. What you have just witnessed is a simple dramatization of how much we care, which is like a whole lot. Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
Sounds like a sweet deal to me.
Somebody should get fired.
That's how the
I mean, how'd you
Titanic
miss that?
sank.
Yeah, that's how the Titanic sank?
Yeah, because they were supposed to be looking out for icebergs, and they
Oh.
were like, "Oh,
I thought you meant
icebergs."
an asteroid hit it.
Yeah,
I was like,
well,
what version did you see?
I was gonna let it fall.
Just eat that meat and be proud about it.
Mm-hmm. Eat that meat. Be proud.
Yes.
It sounds like a dopehead movie to me.
No. It's a very like brain type movie.
Oh, a
No?
very like brain type movie.
Yeah.
Save that clip. It's like a very like brain type movie.
You know.
Yeah,
I get it.
that was that's an all-time classic, Alexis. Oh, right there.
Welcome back to the Share Funny Podcast on Ace TJ TV. Share Funny is a production of the Ace and TJ family. For more, download the Ace and TJ app in your app store. Now, more of the Share Funny Podcast.
Is it going to get warm from here? Or are we having more cold weather coming, more winter type weather in the area of North Carolina where we live? Because I know this morning I had to break out for the first time the Flanays. I had to use my Flanays this morning because there are, things going on.
Well-
My father-in-law has an app because he has allergies, and he had that sinus surgery that is a pretty popular surgery now, and then something happened and his brain got like a little thing got pierced and was letting air get into his brain, and he had to have another surgery. It was all dangerous. But anyway, he went through a long time where he couldn't blow his nose or anything because he was still all packed with gauze and all that. So I know he was just freaking out that if he had a sneezing attack, what that would feel like. He got tampons shoved up his nose. So he's been really really conscious about it. But an app that tells you what the pollen count is and all of that stuff. I don't keep up with all that. I just know if I start sneezing out of nowhere, then I need to break out the Flanays.
Well, all this week highs are in the 70s until the weekend, when it's gonna the sun will be out. But Saturday it says 45 low, 60 high. Sunday 40 low, 56 high. A week from today, 36 is the low, 58 is the high. But then it warms back up into the 70s.
Okay, so yeah, that's pretty much
pretty well done with that, I
spring
think.
Yeah,
But
No
Thursday and
snow this
Friday,
year.
Thursday and Friday, it's raining, so that should help with the pollen stuff, right?
That's what they say, and that's how you know when you're getting old. When you start talking about what good the rain does.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, that'll help with the pollen.
We're gonna get some rain on this grass.
Oh, we need that
some
rain.
rain.
We need some rain.
I'll tell you, another sign is when it starts smelling like stuff. Because all the
Ew.
Bradford pears
Yeah.
start blooming. I smelled them out at the Greenway this weekend. I went, oh, it's spring.
disgusting.
Yeah, that's what it smelled like.
That's what they say.
What it smell like?
That's what they say.
Tap holes.
Oh, I don't like.
I would not
That's what
know.
it looks like.
I would not know. But it wouldn't be one of those things where things start to bloom and then boom, another cold snap comes and kills everything, and then you got to go through it again. But I got to get some new short sleeve shirts.
Yeah, I'm sure you don't have 1,000 black short sleeve shirts at home.
Well, they get faded. Got to get new ones.
Great. Another black t-shirt.
Yeah, see, I'm not wearing black today. I'm wearing chocolate brown. Chocolate brown. I got a lot of stuff that I wear that's not black. I got some dark gray.
Yeah.
And some gray.
Yeah, you're one shade away.
Mm-hmm. Then when I do have a bright color that I want to wear and all that, Joe goes, oh, that's too springy looking. Like, but it's warm out, but it's not spring.
Oh my God.
Like, okay. Whatever.
Going back upstairs.
Mm-hmm. My little friend Jenny made her handsome husband Michael wear long pants on the Small Town Adventures Saturday because he's a straight basketball short guy.
Why did he have to wear long pants?
But when he dresses up, when he needs to look a little bit fancier than basketball shorts, he'll wear khaki shorts. He will wear those. But he was wearing jeans the other day.
Yeah, he was hating it, wasn't he?
Mm-hmm.
What was the rationale for making him dress up?
I don't know. She just thinks that he needed to be dressed a little better.
She's a bully. That's the right.
Yeah.
She's a little bully.
Is a little boy.
Tiny little bully.
Because he gets hot. He's really hot-natured, so that's why he doesn't wear long pants. And he has to wear dress pants at his job.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and hard-soled shoes.
Damn.
Like church shoes. So he wants to be as comfortable as possible when he's not at his job.
That makes more sense then.
Mm-hmm.
You got to dress up like that.
But, I mean, if somebody said, you know what, they're going to have us for dinner at Buckingham Palace, he would say, all right, what color basketball shorts do I wear for that? So I have to get me some new ones. You know?
Alexis's boyfriend's a good dresser.
Yeah, he really is.
He's a very good dresser.
I noticed that the other night when he was at the event that we had.
He went to he actually went to fashion school.
What?
Really?
Yeah, right out of high school for college.
Yeah.
Wow.
To clean it.
I am Tommy said that.
He didn't hear. Have you ever seen him when his beard isn't as long as it is
In pictures.
Yeah.
I love his beard.
Yeah. You like it better the way it is now than if it
He
were
looks like
shorter?
Yeah, he looks like a little baby.
He does?
Yeah. Yesterday, so he knows all about different types of materials, and he was talking about this blanket he wanted to get. And he's like, yeah, I'm going to go get it because it's on sale. He's like, it's Turkish cotton. I was like, Turkish cotton? Whoa. He's like, I'm going to teach you about fabrics and textiles. I'm like, okay.
I've never heard of that.
Me
Turkish
neither.
cotton.
I didn't even know it was a thing.
Turkish cotton.
Because it was like plaid, and he was like, it's. I'm like, well, it's winter. I'm like, summertime's coming. It's going to be hot. He's like, Turkish cotton can breathe.
I love how she set that up. He knows about different fabrics and stuff.
Yeah, and plaid is not a fabric.
Or not plaid, but what's...
Flannel?
Flannel. Same thing.
Well, see, he doesn't even need to teach you about it. You already
I don't need to know about that.
Ooh, what are these sheets made out of? Plaid.
Plaid. It's plaid.
I love plaid. It's so soft.
It's plaid.
It's plaid. Plaid, flannel, same thing.
Yeah, he probably laid down on your damn cheap ass t-shirt sheets and about shit himself.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
like, ugh, get me out of here. So upgrade your shit.
Is that what you got? T-shirts, sheets?
No, not t-shirt.
My ex-girlfriend had t-shirt sheets. And them
What are
shits
t-shirt sheets?
Because they feel like
a t-shirt.
Yeah, they're made
Oh.
of like polyester and cotton, some sort of blend. I don't know, but like I remember in the early 2000s they were real popular, and they're just hot. Oh my god.
I don't want to pull on a sheet that's going to pull back against me, like have
Yeah.
some sort of a bungee feel to it.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why I don't like plaid. That's my least favorite fabric. It's plaid. You know what other kind of
Shut
fabric I don't like?
What?
Purple.
Shut up.
It's not
Damn.
soft at all.
Y'all annoying
Gray
as
isn't
hell.
soft.
That's good. He's upgrading your lifestyle. He's like, we're going to upgrade you.
Yep.
Yeah, ask him the difference between Egyptian cotton and Turkish cotton.
That's probably what he said. She's like, Turkish cotton.
No, he said Turkish. He said Turkish cotton.
all right.
Because I was like, I've never heard of that before.
He said some sort of foreign country.
Yeah.
I did look it up. Turkish cotton provides the perfect balance between absorbency and softness which makes the best cotton to be used in towels. So there is such a thing as Turkish cotton, but it says it's feels softer and more plush due to longer fibers than regular cotton. So you might be onto something then.
Yeah.
But Egyptian cotton is softer than Turkish cotton, I have just learned.
Yeah, it's some damn Swedish
Swedish
cotton.
What about a good old American cotton? What's that
What
like?
about it?
Yeah. It's akin to plaid.
It's like that.
Share funny from the Ace and TJ family. More next.
You're watching the Share Funny podcast live on YouTube. We'll be back in 3 minutes.
Whether you are buying or selling a home, Chambers and Associates Realty team is here to help. Because this is what they do. They are experts, they are experienced, and they know what you need to get through this process easily. Again, whether you're buying or selling, call them 704-439-6232, 704-439-6232, or visit them online at lkncharlottehomes.com. That's lkncharlottehomes.com.
If you have a business and you want to take your advertisements to the next level, then you need to be using Ace TJ Media. You want the most creative content for digital, video, and audio? It's all at Ace TJ Media. Go to acetjmedia.com.
Who is advertising with the Ace and TJ Show?
Here at Sweet Dreams, we love to kick back and listen to our favorite podcast, TJ and Jody's House, and hear them mention all the time the awesome furniture they got from us at Sweet Dreams. And just today, we actually had a customer come and buy a whole house full of furniture because they heard us on TJ and Jody's House.
The Ace and TJ Show is radio, podcasts, video, social media, streaming, live appearances, and more. Get your company on before it's too late. Ace TJ at acetj.com or acetjmedia.com.
Hey, hon? What are all these people doing in our house?
Oh, they're from Sweet Dreams. They stand behind their furniture. Isn't that great?
At Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture, we won't literally physically stand behind the furniture in your house. What you have just witnessed is a simple dramatization of how much we care, which is like a whole lot. Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
Sounds like a sweet deal to me.
Somebody should get fired.
That's how the
I mean, how'd you
Titanic
miss that?
sank.
Yeah, that's how the Titanic sank?
Yeah, because they were supposed to be looking out for icebergs, and they
Oh.
were like, oh,
I thought you meant
icebergs.
an asteroid hit it.
Yeah, I was like, well,
What version did you see?
I was going to let it
Just eat that meat and be proud about it.
Eat that meat. Be proud.
Yes.
It sounds like a dopehead movie to me.
No. It's a very, like, brain type movie.
Oh,
a very brain type movie.
Yeah.
Save that clip. It's like a very brain type movie.
You know.
Yeah,
I get it.
that was that's an all-time classic, Alexis. Oh, right there.
Welcome back to the Share Funny podcast on Ace TJ TV.
Hey, it's funny you'll share. The Ace and TJ family presents the Share Funny podcast from the Ace and TJ Show.
Ace, you remember that story we had back in 2021 where we were talking about the woman who married a rag doll, and I said, I don't care what part of my family you're in, how much I care for you, if you invite me to a wedding between you and an inanimate object, that I'm not going.
Yes.
Okay, well, this lady, remember, had 250 people invited to the wedding between her and a rag doll. This was in Brazil.
Not giving up a Saturday afternoon for that.
Yeah, and it's a pretty tall rag doll. And when at their wedding, when she wanted to, exchange vows and do the whole thing, he had to be strapped to a dolly to stand him up because, you couldn't stand a rag doll unless you have some sort of other apparatus included. So he's on a hand truck, and they're doing all that. Well, again, that was in December of 2021, and since then they've had a few kids, and one of their ragdoll babies has been kidnapped, and they're holding it for ransom in this latest story.
What?
Mm-hmm.
I don't get it at all.
She had a live streaming home birth in front of 200 people, gave birth in just 35 minutes, just as the pair returned home from their honeymoon in the Rio de Janeiro area. So, yeah. So she and her ragdoll husband went on a honeymoon. They came back, and right after they came back, she live streamed the birth of ragdoll kids.
Okay.
How?
And 200 people watched it on the social media, and now one of those kids has been kidnapped, and they're holding it for ransom.
What does a ragdoll birth look like?
Well, I'm guessing she pulled it out of a suitcase.
A ragdoll birth.
Who are those 200 people?
That's what I'm saying. I think there's well, if they're just watching it on the internet and it's a freak show they're looking at, and like, okay, but if you actually went to a wedding, you're part of the 250 people that showed up as guests for this woman to marry a 5-foot tall rag doll, then you got more that you need to evaluate in your life.
Yeah. Dude, I mean, that's remarkable that you could find that many people.
I would watch that just because I'd be like, listen, what the heck?
Now, she was sent a video of the ragdoll baby sitting in a corner of an abandoned building earlier this week.
There's people, oh my God, look at the face that they drew on the ragdoll.
She said, it's all too much. I'm terrified. There's part of me worried they will set him on fire. I can't sleep. Marcelo is up all night calling out his son's name.
Oh, God.
Diego and Carol are sad because they can't understand where their brother is.
These are my children, Diego and Carol. What?
Uh-huh.
Wow. Okay, yeah.
So, I mean, she's been needing to go to the hospital.
Yeah.
Yeah. And her mom made the ragdoll.
Yeah, but how much money do they have to be able to have a ragdoll wedding with 250 guests?
Yeah.
That's pretty expensive wedding and reception and all, isn't it?
Heck yeah. Feeding 250 people?
So it seemed like the groom has already made it to riches.
Yeah, he married up.
He went from rags to riches.
Yeah.
From rags.
Is this American?
Brazil.
Oh, Brazil.
They're in Brazil.
I cannot with this whole thing.
Wait, you think?
Isn't it unbelievable?
It's crazy. Like, I'm looking at the pictures. What the heck?
You think it's all just a
It has to be.
made up story?
Has to be, especially because they live streamed the birth. Like, they're trying to get, trying to go viral. What the heck?
Yeah.
And here we are talking about her now in America.
That's what I'm saying. So it worked.
But if this were real, and I met a beautiful Brazilian woman, and I was single, and we could be together. I like her, and we go out to dinner, and she tells me, I say, hey, just getting to know each other, what's the wildest thing you've ever done or event that you've ever attended? And she said, I went to my cousin's wedding when she married a rag doll. I would say, okay, we're done. Maybe not at that moment, but there wouldn't be another date. And go unless she told me she went just to laugh or have a good story about it. Or if she said it was staged and it was all meant to be fake and everything, and I participated, and then I go, oh, okay, cool.
Or could you understand if she said, I just had to see? I just had to see what it was all about. You know, I don't believe in it. I'm against it. I just couldn't fathom how it would work.
I don't know. That would be pushing it a little for me.
Yeah. I don't even want to know that you participated in this stunt kind of thing just to see, you know.
I would totally go.
Well, obviously.
And I would tell people, I don't care. This is insane.
I'm looking at Alexis's computer. It's on the same website that Ace's story was on. So you're in good company.
Daily Mail.
Yeah.
Your love story, and then a woman who married a rag doll. And they had a rag doll baby.
They had three.
Diego.
Yes, one of them's been kidnapped.
Yeah. A kidnapped doll. Wow.
Oh, man.
Now, if it is, this could easily be real because we know people who, what is that thing called? Objectophilia
or something?
Objectophilia, where people are attracted to inanimate objects.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably real.
Mm-hmm. At least when a man marries a doll, it's one of those, real looking sex doll things. Right. I mean,
at least you kind of look at that and go, okay.
Yeah, she's just marrying an 18th century toy.
It looks like a scarecrow, honestly.
Yeah. It's creepy.
And that face they drew on it. Yeah.
Man.
The love of a mom, though. Her little girl couldn't get a man, so she's like, I'll make you one.
But he doesn't have parts. Just
no.
He didn't even have feet.
Yeah. Good point.
Or a spine. Thus tying him to a hand truck, a dolly.
Yeah. She's not a bad looking woman. I mean,
they wheel him in like a ragdoll version of Hannibal Lecter.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I don't know, Clarice.
That's her man. She's like, that's my man. I'm sticking by him.
Yep.
I'm having all his babies.
Huh. I don't blame her, though. He's handsome. He's got a nice mustache.
Mm-hmm.
It's really pretty.
Oh. She's dancing on him at the wedding. Okay, girl, get it.
What are you watching videos of them at the wedding?
At their wedding.
And it also has pictures of her in a hospital gown with the little thing on her head like they give you at the hospital, holding one of the babies like she just birthed it.
I cannot.
She's in Brazil. You can get a hot guy. She's not disgusting.
Well, if she was willing to marry a rag doll, they probably don't want her.
Yeah, she's crazy.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Man, I bet her mom regrets that, making that damn doll.
But I don't know. Her mom's got grandchildren now. She's
right.
She'll probably always watch the grandkids.
Got a happy marriage going.
Damn.
She's probably so thrilled. Mm-hmm. Maybe the Ragdoll's family has money.
Yeah.
The rag dolls. The rich family of Brazil.
The Sheriff Funny Podcast is a production of the Ace and TJ family. To get more Ace and TJ 24/7, download the Ace and TJ app. Just search for Ace and TJ in your app store. All Sheriff Funny material copyright.
Thanks for watching the Ace and TJ Show on Ace TJ TV, a JT Media live production